Well, I started playing rugby in secondary school from year 7. I used to do athletics and I was mainly a field athlete with all the power events, so shot put and hammer. And then one day my coach at school decided to pull me out of a lesson to come to a rugby game, gave me the kit, gave me the boots, and that was it. Put me in the game, and because we were in year 7, no one really knew what they were doing, but I already had, after that game, like I enjoyed it so much, and then from there I just started to develop. And my school were quite a sporty school, so they were very much my big support system behind developing, so they tried to get me into county and moving forward from there. So that's how I started really getting into rugby through school. Yeah, it was a great experience. A really big development year, 2 years for me. Coming in, I think I'd been playing rugby for maybe 2 or 3 years, and this was like the biggest step for me when I came into Centre of Excellence. And the coaches, Rob and Vicky, were very welcoming and really helped all the players coming through develop from the stages they've come from. Yeah, so Rob played a very big part in the Centre of Excellence programme, and he really helps the development from moving from under 18s into women. So when I did eventually go into the women's programme, I felt very welcomed and very well prepped to go into the women's programme. He put such a big effort into developing the girls coming through the programme, and just making sure that they develop in their own personal skills as well, that you do develop very fast and you do feel ready to go into the women's programme. So it was he played quite a big role for me personally in developing and getting into women's rugby. Yeah, so that was a very exciting experience, and having the first game being against Quins at the Stoop, it was already a huge game just in that. Stepping on the pitch, especially starting for me, was a big achievement, and to have the girls around me giving me that support, people just being very proud that I could make that achievement, to have my first start in the Premier 15s. Obviously, we didn't come away with the result that we wanted, but as a team, I think we merged from that and took a lot away from that. I was able to move forward and develop from there, and I had that support system around me, so yeah, a very exciting experience. Well, as a flanker, I try to be the most physical person on the pitch, so I'm trying to always make an impact when I go on the pitch, whether it's through tackling, either breakdown or ball carrying. So one of my big work-ons this season is ball carrying. I want to constantly make gain line, but one of the big improvements I made this season is my tackling. So as a flanker, that's one of my main work-ons. Well, so when I first came, Mike, the head coach, she just told me to come and be myself. So obviously, coming into women's is a big step up, and obviously it's a nerve-wracking experience. So he was a very good support, telling me just to come in, be myself, show the skills that I do have, and the coaching that we do have here is very tight-knitted. So I always have that support behind me, whether if it's I need to have feedback or just someone to talk to after a game or during training. So they've been a very good system helping me. Well, obviously Marnie Packer is a huge name on the international platform. Having an opportunity to play against her in the Saracens game was amazing, and just watching her play, obviously I take a lot from those international games. But also here, Grace, she used to play at my old club, so I already saw her play, and to see her move up through the ranks, come to Richmond, start for Richmond, I can also watch her play, take elements of her game I want to add into mine. So that's been really good to study Marnie Packer, Grace Moore,